A heart without a soul cannot beat. A heart that cannot beat turns to ice. The ice hides what once was, until the soul comes calling again to awaken what lies beneath the frost.
Okay, so last time on Soul of Frost, the party got ambushed by a bunch of saber-tooth hunters, saber-tooth tribe hunters, who were attempting to take their special soil that they were transporting. As the fight began, Thicket froze solid. The party fought off the raiders, two of whom escaped, and then the party made their way back to Gallanid, collected their reward, and currently they have made their way to the inn, and right now I believe Thicket has been dragged into one of the rooms, and I think Wyatt was looking for some gambling, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's just some general vices.
So
I think Morgrym and I had dragged the Thicket popsicle into our room.
Yeah, we split a room.
So Morgrym and Bastian, as you set Thicket down and sort of take a breather, you notice a slight glow from the Soul of Frost. More glowing than usual. Starts to pulse. Vroom, 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 vroom. Before the frost suddenly just shatters and melts away. Thicket, you are... The last thing you remember was attempting to summon Cranberry. And now you are seemingly somewhere different. Somewhere much less cold. And you can somewhat sense the presence of Bastian and Morgrym nearby. You can hear the distinctive sounds of them. What do you do?
Oh, it's a wee bit warm in here. And I'm alone in the room.
No, you believe Bastian and Morgrym are with you.
Holy shit, did he unfreeze?
How did that happen? What did
I
you
was
do?
frozen?
Yeah. We were getting chased down by saber-tooth raiders, and you went all popsicle.
Oh, don't tell me I missed the fight.
I'm sorry, do you want me to start another fight so you can be involved?
No.
Alright, right, then you missed the fight because you were in a popsicle state.
Well, that's a wee bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never done that before.
Well, I mean, you have done that before? It was just the one time.
Yeah,
And it was a lot more brief, but it has happened.
Well, fool me once, shame on me. Freeze me twice, shame on me again. I need to get some fire under me skin. Where can I get a drink?
Well, we're upstairs at an inn, so probably downstairs.
All right.
Okie doke. I spring up to my feet.
All right.
And he looks normal.
Yeah, he looks completely normal.
I'm gonna
Completely-
poke his cheek.
Thicket, your cheek has been poked.
Ooh. Why'd you do that?
I'm seeing if you're all thawed.
I feel thawed.
He does indeed seem to be all thawed out and back to normal.
I've thought this one out, haven't I? I'm sorry. Time and place.
Oh my gosh.
So, are all three of you heading downstairs?
May as well.
Okay.
What time was it?
It's only around 5:30 right now.
Ah, well then sure.
All right. So
I
three
think
of
we only
you-
went up to store him there anyway.
Yeah. The three of you head on downstairs. Wyatt, you and Thub were left downstairs while Thicket was transported. And before you head off, Wyatt, Thub downs a drink, turns to you and goes, "All right, well, I am very tired, so I am going to bed.
All right.
See you later." And
Sleep sweet.
He goes upstairs.
Sweet dreams, man.
And so Wyatt,
Yeah. What's up?
you're not aware of any like specific dedicated gambling establishments in town, but you do think you see a table of people rolling dice in the corner of the tavern or the
Sure.
inn. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, sure. I'll head on over. Hey there.
You head on over and greet the two Cloudvale halflings and a dwarf that are sitting at this table. A Presagian dwarf.
Okay.
They look at you. Hey, what can we do you for?
Yeah. What's your plan?
Nice game of ramshackle.
I have no idea what the fuck that is. What
Actually,
is it?
make a society check.
Oh, I actually don't know what that is. Society, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's an 8.
An 8. Yeah, you're not entirely sure what this game is that they're talking about, but it does definitely appear to be a dice game.
Never heard it. How do you play?
Well, it's pretty simple. You've just got to... Everyone puts wagers into a pot, and then you roll the dice, and whoever gets closest to the wager without going over gets the pot.
All right. Sounds fun.
Want in?
Sure.
All right, then. All right. So...
All right. Gambling time.
There appear to be 4 six-sided dice on the table, or 3 six-sided dice on the table, and the dwarf pulls out a 4th. All right, so there's one for each person. What do we want to wager with for this one? Copper, silver.
What does everyone say? I want to get a feel of what everyone's putting down first.
I mean, we've been doing copper this whole time, so
I don't have copper.
you
Change for a silver?
You can break coins.
Yeah.
Thicket has appeared downstairs.
Thicket. Oh, thicket.
Can I have an ale in hand? As I
Sure.
appear?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. Hey, a friend of yours.
Yeah, definitely. Just got back in town
All right.
from a run from the Greenhouse Guild.
Just woke up.
Well then, you want in too?
What kind of game are we playing?
A dice game.
Oh, I'm gonna turn to Wyatt. Can you answer for me? I don't think I'm allowed to touch the dice.
You're allowed to touch the dice. Everyone gets one of their dice, and then everyone rolls their own.
I slam a silver down. Never
I
mind.
also
All
slammed
right,
a
don't need
silver
ice.
down.
We're playing with silver.
I'm slamming a silver down too.
All right, what's our wager in pot gonna be? So how much are each of you putting down? The maximum pot is hold on, I'm doing some math in my head right now. The maximum pot is 30.
Oh no, I can't afford
30
that.
silver?
30 silver. You don't have to go all the way up because the
No,
game is whoever rolls closest without going over.
Look.
Well,
They've been playing with copper. I'm putting down single silver. Don't up the stakes too much.
I'm also going to just do a single silver.
All right.
I'm just gonna
So-
cross my arms and watch.
All right. So 1 silver from Wyatt, 1 silver from Thicket.
Yeah.
Okay. The 2 halflings each put in. One of them puts in 3 silver. One of them
Ooh.
puts in 4 silver. So that brings the pot up to 9. And then the dwarf puts in 2 silver, bringing the pot up to 11. So
Shit. All right.
everyone's gonna roll 5d6 at the same time.
Whoa.
So,
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Now?
Go ahead.
Oh no.
So, that's really good, Colby. Because
Oh.
the pot is 11. You want to get close as you can without going over.
Oh.
So Wyatt's out. Thicket so
okay,
far is
wait,
doing really
I'm not
good.
out. I'm not out.
You're not out?
I burned. Is this technically a skill? No, it's not a skill
This
check.
is
it's
not a
flat
skill
roll.
check.
I can't
can
use
attempt-
halfling luck.
I don't know. What does halfling luck do?
I have to fail a skill check or a saving throw. This is none of those.
Yeah, no.
So I
This
cannot
is
use
this
it.
is neither of those things, unfortunately.
Yes, it's not.
And since it is a dice game, it'll be a little difficult to cheat.
What do you mean? Luck is a
just-
skill.
It's this is what makes you special.
So the first halfling is out. The second halfling is out. And the dwarf is also out. So Thicket, you win the pot.
Oh,
Oh.
11
you won,
silver.
Thicket. God, it's nice. Gods, you're pretty good, this Thicket.
All right then.
I'm
All right
not sure
then.
it's a game of skill.
I'm feeling powerful.
See,
We'll go another round.
5 silver.
4 silver for me.
Pot's at 9. The dwarf puts in 3, bringing it up to 12. One of the halflings puts in 2, bringing it up to 14. And one of the halflings puts in 6, bringing it up to 20.
Oh.
So pot's at 20. Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
Look at that.
Thicket.
Ooh. Thicket's at 17, so Thicket's doing good. We have from... Ooh, the first halfling gets 20 on the dot.
Oh, he gets the pot.
Second halfling... Well, there might be a tie. Who knows? Second halfling gets... too low. And the dwarf gets... The dwarf also gets 20. So the two of them are going to tie up on that. But yeah, unfortunately, that was a loss to you guys. Let's see who wins this pot. Halfling's out. And so the dwarf wins it. Dwarf wins all 20 silver.
Now that's some baloney right there.
Look at the dice.
The dice.
He is blind.
Yeah, he is blind, so, you know.
One of the
I believe
halflings.
I deserve some compensation for that.
You can just feel everyone looking at you. One of the halflings shakes his head. Nah. All right, I'm done. I'm done here.
Ah.
And he gets up out of the table.
Aye, very well.
I'm down to keep going if you are. Pot's down to a maximum of 24 now.
5 silver.
5 silver. You
I'll match that.
Voffit, you want in?
Who's he yelling at?
Bastian.
Oh.
I'm good, thanks.
Fair enough. So it was 5 from Thicket, 5 from Wyatt.
Correct.
All right. The halfling goes, all right, might as well. 5 in from them. And the dwarf says, fuck it, keep it even. So the pot's at 20 again.
Oh.
So we're at 4d6 this time. So go ahead and roll.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh. Thicket's closer than
we're
Wyatt right
so-
now with the
Yeah,
14
yeah, he
compared to
is.
Wyatt's 13. The halfling gets a 17.
Oh.
And the dwarf gets a... The dwarf gets a 12. So the halfling gets the pot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call it there because I got nothing left.
I'm gonna whisper to Wyatt.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stop me. I don't know if I can stop myself.
Thicket, you need medical attention because you just unfroze.
Come on, he can do
I'm
one more
fine.
round.
I've got a fire in me gut.
All right, look.
8
Thicket,
silver.
Thicket.
8 silver.
Oh
All right.
shit.
All right, the pot's down to 18 max, so we've got 8 silver from the non-tan. The dwarf puts in 2 for 10, and the halfling puts in 5 for a total of 15 for the pot. Go ahead and roll 3d6, Thicket.
9!
9.
If you win with this,
The halfling-
I'll let you keep doing
The
it.
halfling gets a 10,
Oh.
and the dwarf gets... the dwarf gets a 13, so the dwarf wins the pot.
Oh. Okay. All right, Thicket. Let's call it for the day, huh?
I'm so close. I'm so close to winning.
You know what? That's what they say, but look, you're blind. It's stacked against you. Come on, let's get you treated.
Listen, they say that you give up right before your big win every time.
Exactly. I have 5
That's a
silver left.
gambler's fallacy.
I
I'm
have
gonna set a
5.
hand on Thicket's shoulder.
I have 5 silver left.
Mate, I will buy you a drink if you walk away.
Oh, let the man go for it. See if Icodon smiles on him this time.
What do I care if he loses all his money?
1 silver.
Oh, weak shite. All right, then. The dwarf puts down 5 silver for a total of 6, and the halfling puts down 2 silver for a total of 8. Go ahead and roll 3d6.
11.
Oh, Thicket's out. Halfling is also out, and the dwarf gets an 8 on the dot.
Oh, yeah.
I need another drink.
Well, I'm not buying it for you now.
You promised.
I said that I would buy you a drink if you walked away then.
Oh, I
You
don't
played
hear
another
no
hand.
good. I just unfroze. It's the least you can do.
You
I'm
left
just
us in
pulling
a
your
battle
leg.
as a popsicle.
I'm just pulling your leg.
The least
Come
you
on.
could do is buy us a drink.
You know what? Why not? I'll buy you the round.
Okay. Morgrym, would you also be down there drinking with them?
Yeah, she was just watching this
All
with
right.
disbelief.
I've got
All
no
right.
concept of money.
Oh, that's so bad.
So, the four of you head over to the bar. Thicket, what are you ordering for the group?
I'm gonna point to everybody in order. Maid? Oh, maid's expensive, innit?
Yeah, that's kind. You ever see any bees around here?
Ale?
Whatever's fine by me.
Straight white liquor. That's the cheapest we got.
You're
What
saying
kind of
that to
liquor?
the barkeep?
Yes.
The barkeep, who's a Vothmelian dwarf. Straight white, you said?
It's vodka. I'm trying to be
Well,
flowery.
vodka's not white. I mean, I was gonna say I do have something white that might work for you, but you know.
Oh, what is it then?
Well, it's this, and he pulls up a bottle that is indeed it indeed has a white liquid in it.
Oh, what?
This right
Does it look
is good
creamy?
stuff. It does not look creamy. It looks almost watery.
It's
This right here is a little house infusion. So to a certain extent it is vodka, I suppose, but it's infused with
With?
frost coffee beans.
oh.
Any of you are
Do
trained?
I know what a frost coffee bean is?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh Christ, I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna try
succeed
that as
that,
well.
am I?
Can you also make a nature check?
Yeah, go for it.
19.
19. Oof.
Yep,
Bastian,
that's on brand.
you're guessing it's probably just what the locals call coffee for some reason. Maybe they freeze it or something. Wyatt, you would have heard of frost coffee. You actually probably would have gotten it a few times to cure your hangovers because, you know, coffee is expensive to import and they can't really grow it around here. But what they do have is a plant that they call frost coffee, which is closer to a yam than actual coffee. But the roots can be harvested, chopped up, ground up, and they release a caffeine-like chemical. And they're bitter, so it is basically coffee. Doesn't really taste like it, but you get used to it after a while.
How much?
Depends on how much you're wanting.
How much, let's say, in theory, 5 silver would buy us?
Five silver for just one drink. For how many? Because 5 silver, that'll buy you the whole bottle.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
Got 5 silver on that
whole
shit.
bottle for you.
Yeah,
And he slides the bottle across to you.
5 silver. Here you go.
Pleasure doing business. You
Pleasure's
want
all
any
mine.
glasses for that, or are you just gonna share?
Yes, please. No, just give us some. Give us the glasses.
All right, and he slides each of you a double rocks glass.
I partake. Pickett, not sure if you want to do it or not.
Yeah, I partake.
Okay.
I guess I'll have a drink.
How are you having the drink? That is the real question. Are you shooting it? Are you sipping it?
I'm gonna ask the bartender. How is this? Is this best in a mix? Is this best as a shot? Like what?
Bartender kind of shrugs. I mean, I think it's pretty good no matter what you do with it. But yeah, you can shooting it's one thing. I personally like to have it with a little fizzy water.
I'll take some fizzy water and rocks, please.
All right then. And takes your glass, scoops some snow into it, because instead of ice, they have like buckets of snow behind the bar. So he just scoops some snow in, pours in a shot's worth of the frost coffee vodka, and then tops it off with some fizzy water. Slides it back to you.
I take a sip.
You take a sip, and it's it's definitely bitter. It tastes a little bit like coffee, I guess, if you really squint your taste buds hard enough.
What'd you just
Love
say?
the image of being able to squint your taste buds.
It's like squinting your eyes, but instead you're really straining your taste buds to try to get them to get where you want to be. Yeah, it's, I don't really know how Bastian would feel about that, but it's definitely a bitter thing.
I guess I continue to drink.
Okay. For the sake of simplicity, the rest of you get your drinks made up the way you want them.
Yes.
And as you're all drinking, making merry, is there anything you want to talk about?
Shit. So, what's the plan after this?
Well, what did I miss while I was out?
Just some attempted soil thievery.
Attempted. We didn't get it?
Well, we
weren't
weren't the
trying
ones
to steal it.
stealing the soil.
What, did that ice really mess with your head?
that's- I think I got me wires crossed. So we protected the soil.
Of course.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Would you have given Thicket his share?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I would have pushed for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
I didn't have a problem with thinking it. Sure.
Okay. I don't think I added your share last time. Thicket.
I have 26 gold currently.
Did you have 26 gold before?
I don't remember.
Shit.
I don't think you did because he wasn't here and his
Yeah.
character sheet wasn't active. So
Okay. So, in that case, 20 gold to Thicket. Actually, wait, never mind. It wasn't 20 gold because you split it with Hetrick as well.
yes.
Yep.
So it was more like 16 gold, 4 silver, or something like that. Hold on. I can't do math in my head right now. 100 divided by 6. There we go. 16 gold, 6 silver. That's what it was.
Lovely.
Yep.
All right. So, as you hand Thicket his pay, the door to the inn swings open. And entering is Gilbert's brother, Samuel, who you haven't seen since you first came into the town. Just a reminder that this is Samuel. You haven't seen him in a bit.
was the one who was trying to like take over his brother's position.
Yes, he's the one
Yes.
who was seemingly running to replace Gilbert, and Gilbert clocked him in the jaw.
Yes.
As you would.
His first official act as mayor was to, as returning mayor, was to punch his brother in the face.
Lovely.
And Samuel looks around, and his eyes settle on the 4 of you.
Hello, mate.
Hello there.
Hey there. He walks on over. Mind if I take a seat next to you?
It's a free country. Or at least they tell me it is.
As much as it can be, isn't it? He sits down. I'll have an ale. He gets his ale. So,
You're the ones who brought my brother back, huh?
It was really a matter of our shared survival, but yeah.
Makes sense, makes sense. Well, you know, despite our differences, I do thank you for that, I suppose. He is blood, so I should want him to be alive, theoretically.
It's always a good place to start.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I don't know how much any of you know about this place, the political situation. Any of you from this area spend much time in Gallanad before this whole thing?
Can't say I have.
Well, you know, Gilbert's been in charge for a couple of years now. And, you know, he does okay. But, I feel like you might want to know a little bit more about the man that you've been helping out. Because I seen you going in and out of the town hall.
Any of you who are trained in society may make a society check.
Trained, you said?
Trained, yes.
Negative.
I am trained in society now. Look at me go.
Yay!
16.
24.
24. Okay.
I'm not trained. I'm a little stupid.
No, you just haven't been in a society that long.
Not this society, at least.
Yeah, not this society.
So, yeah, Wyatt and Bastian, Wyatt, you wouldn't really know too much about the whole political situation in Gallanad, but you would know that they are, as far as you've heard, pretty good, pretty well off economically. Bastian, you would have heard that, yes, they are doing well economically, but you would also be aware, in part from things you've heard, but also from what you witnessed the other night when you brought Thub and Thicket to the less fortunate's house. Gallanad has the second highest rate of homelessness in Salter outside of Nilbud.
Oh!
So while the town itself seems to be doing pretty well for itself, the people aren't necessarily feeling all of that.
So you know...
What is it?
Yeah, continue.
What is it you think we should know?
Well, I think you should know that my brother doesn't necessarily focus so much on bringing everything back down to the layman. Smaller businesses are dying. People are relying more and more on imported goods. People keep coming to me for loans that I know they can't pay back.
Do you give them those loans?
I give them what I can. I'm a
Alright.
banker, it's what I do.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have to come get those loans for basic necessities if my brother would share the love. I feel like you might be interested in coming to a little meeting that I'm hosting later tonight in a little over an hour. See, I'm in charge of the bank. I mentioned there was a banker a minute ago. I'm in charge of the bank, and I'm hosting a little bit of a meeting in the basement. If any of y'all are interested in hearing a little bit about what's been going on and how we might be able to make some changes.
What kind of a meeting?
Well, it's a political rally. I'm trying to get myself elected in my brother's stead.
Have you talked to your brother?
Talking to Gilbert doesn't really work when you're me. He doesn't really want to hear it.
We'll keep that in mind.
I hope you do. He finishes his drink. And I hope I'll see you later. Meeting starts at 7. And he pays the barkeep and walks out.
Well, chaps, do we want to go to a political rally?
I'm a little tapped tonight, so if things go south, well, they go south.
It's a political... Do you expect death around every corner?
Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
I don't know much about politics, but I would expect death at a political rally. Just knowing what I know.
You would have thought that I just suggested going and wandering into a bandit camp, but okay.
yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
You took the words out me mouth.
Alright, so what's the plan?
I don't know.
Why it's literally, as I think we're all casters here, I'm tapped. Like, I'm out.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Where you just miss, did you miss something like that tapped, like, at least my personal spells out?
No, did I miss the implication there was gonna be a fight?
We just discussed it.
We just did, yeah. We're literally walking to a bandit camp right now.
Wait, mate. Morgrym,
I'll go with you if you want to go.
let's go find out about some local politics. You boys do whatever it is you're gonna do, I guess.
Alright.
Okay. So, alright then. Bastian and Morgrym, you've got around an hour to kill. What do you want to do with it?
Dawn Color's not gonna be back in town for another couple days, yeah?
She should be back tomorrow.
Okay. In that case... I don't know, Morgrym, thoughts, feelings, opinions?
I don't have anything that I need to do that can be done in
I
an
guess
hour.
we'll just chill until we head to the meeting.
Okay. Cool. Alright then.
Do we finish the bottle?
I mean, you can say that within the next hour or so you finish the bottle, sure.
Okay. Alright, you guys want to finish this thing? We're finishing it, right?
Morgrym doesn't drink anymore after they decide to go to the
Oh, shit.
league.
Bastion, you finishing this?
Do you have any concept of what it means to be a grown-up?
Yeah, I do, and that's why I'm acting like this, alright? I've reached the end game.
Right. Well, you have fun with the end game.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess Pickett, you and me, 2-man job.
Let's go.
Alright then. Thicket and Wyatt, go ahead and make fortitude saves.
Oh shit, I was fearing about this. Fortitude saves, you said?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Fortitude is my middle name. 23.
Oh,
23.
28.
28. Okay. You guys get through the bottle.
And surprisingly enough, you're not throwing up yet.
Yeah.
Morgrym and Bastian, the clock on the wall says around 6:50 or so. So, the two of you head on over to the bank. All right. So, the two of you head out onto the crisp evening air, the very crisp, cold evening air. And you probably would have asked for directions from the barkeep, who would have pointed you to the bank, which is over near the district attorney's office. So you head on over. The two of you head on over, and you open the door, which has a little sign on it that says rally attendees may enter. You enter on in, and there is a little bit of signage pointing you down to the basement. And upon entering said basement, you are greeted by a large crowd. They don't actually look like the tokens. The tokens are
I was
just
gonna
generic.
say this
No,
was a
those
mistake.
those
These
are
look
just
creepy.
generic commoner tokens. I didn't want to make a whole mess of them.
A whole
Um,
set.
It's a mob of
Yeah.
faceless people.
Um,
Oh my
Just,
god!
yeah, they're
These are
creepy.
all normal looking people, just
Ooh.
seemingly a mixture of regular working class and couple of cloud veils who look more well off, and definitely a bit of a mixture here. And you can see standing on a stage behind a podium, you can see Samuel up at the top, seemingly reading some papers, shuffling them around. So the two of you position yourselves where you want to be in the room for your viewing pleasure.
Quick question. There's a
follow-up
battle
question.
map for this?
There is indeed a map for this.
Alright.
I'm gonna hang in the back by this pillar.
Okay.
Here, I'll lean on this one then.
Okay, doke. So, the clock strikes 7, and Samuel clears his throat. All right. Thank you all for coming. Very much appreciate it. Let's get down to business. And he starts talking. For the most part, at least right now, he's at the beginning talking about the same kinds of things that he was talking to you about at the inn. So you're a little bit zoned out, and you take a second to look around the room, sort of get your surroundings. This is seemingly mostly document storage. You see there's torches along the walls, and flagstone floor, stone pillars. Seems pretty well built, and just in general, you'd imagine it took quite a bit of effort to dig a basement out in this frozen ground. So it definitely seems as though no expense was spared. It's definitely a little bit dark, which doesn't really affect your vision, Morgrym, at all. But Bastian, you feel like it's definitely a little dim in here for your preferences. Samuel keeps talking, and you sort of tune back in as he starts talking about, how generally distressed everyone has been in town after the past couple of years of Gilbert's leadership. How businesses have been closing, how the people have been losing money, how costs have been rising because of imports, and how all of this started when Gilbert took control. Even though the town is doing great, the Greenhouse Guild is doing great, and for the most part, those working for the Greenhouse Guild and making the town the most money are doing great. And he goes into that, and people, you definitely hear murmurs throughout the crowd, murmurs of agreement and such. And then he starts talking about how everything's been getting worse. The damaged greenhouses. What's been happening with that? At this point, the town's losing profit, but what's he doing? Nothing. The guards are staying in town. Not even the Greenhouse Guild is going out to figure out what's going on anymore. And anyone who questions any of these truly strange decisions ends up befalling some sort of an accident. Anyone who isn't a Cloudvale like myself, that is. Anyone who questions Gilbert's decisions ends up mysteriously having one of these strange accidents. And as Gilbert says this, Bastian and Morgrym, you both, from your current position, hear, and Morgrym, you see the door open a crack. You don't see who's opening the door, but you do see an arm throw in a jar before quickly shutting the door, as the jar smashes onto the stone floor, bursting up into bright blue flames.
That's not good.
And as the flames burn, you watch as a number of individuals throughout the crowd quickly put potions to their lips and don masks. As two of them draw daggers and from concealed positions, and two of them draw Vafamelian boom powder pistols. And the ones closest to Samuel, the one of them with the pistol, shouts out, "The mayor sends his regards!" And that will bring us to initiative.
Maybe we shouldn't have split the party.
I should have used the downtime to treat wounds, but I totally forgot. I was at 17 HP.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Here's a plot hook. No, we're gonna sit here and drink instead.
We aren't fit for another fight.
Yeah, that's
So,
exactly.
What do you mean, Thicket? You were a popsicle!
Yeah, you.
Yeah, what about the rest of you?
Well, Morgrym and I are gonna have to figure it out.
indeed you shall.
Or
As we
figure
hit
out
the
new
start-
characters.
As we hit the start of round one, and Samuel shouts out, "This is what I was talking about! We gotta get out!"
Apparently so.
And he's going to hop off the stage and move over to a chest in the corner. He will then open the chest, and you watch as he pulls out an object that neither of you are quite able to get a good view on. But he pulls something out of the chest and turns back around towards the door. That is his turn. That brings us now to the goblin, you think, who shouted at him, the one with the pistol. And this goblin is going to turn to the commoner next to him and just point blank try to shoot him in the head. That is
That
a
feels
critical
impolite.
success. So the commoner, who is an elf, just boom, head spraying everywhere, and is absolutely dead. The goblin is then going to reload before, let's see, let's do a little measuring here. Oh yeah, before firing a shot at Gilbert. That is going to be not at Gilbert, at Samuel. That is going to be a miss on Samuel, so that that ruffian ends his turn with his gun unloaded. That brings us now to the one closest to you, Bastian, who is wielding a dagger, or a corset knife, one could say, and they are going to go for a stab.
Light of them.
That is a 16 to hit, Bastian.
That will not hit.
I'm sorry, he rolled a 16 to hit with what weapon?
With a corset knife.
Okay.
There you go. Forgot about that. Okay. And they are then going to go for another stab. That is a 14 to hit.
That will also not hit.
Okay. And so in that case, they will... you can hear them just growling at you under the mask. You're not getting out of here. That's going to be an attempt at intimidation. That is going to be a 15 against your will DC.
My will DC is 21, so that does not
so that
succeed.
is not a success. That is the end of that one's turn. That brings us to you, Bastian.
Alright, well, first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and cast a 2-action heal from my font of heal
Okay.
on Morgrym.
Lovely.
Ooh, thank you.
Because if she starts dying here, then I'm kind of screwed. Alright, you get 25 healing. Mazel tov.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Lovely, lovely.
Next, because I've decided that I wouldn't have had my hand on my sword, I'm gonna try and claw this bastard in the face.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That is a 24 to hit.
24, that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 3 points of damage.
3 points of slashing damage. All right. And that is the end of your turn. That brings us now to the other ruffian with a gun, who is going to take aim and fire at this commoner here. That is going to be a hit.
I'm kind of offended that they're trying to kill the commoners.
Well, this one is also... well, no, this one doesn't die. Close, but not quite. This one's just heavily injured as they have a massive hole in their chest now. Going to... Yeah, this guy's going to reload and is then going to fire again at the other one. And that is going to be a dirty 20.
And it's a commoner, so they have the AC of a piece of paper.
So that is a critical hit. And that is going to be hefty chunk of damage. That is, I believe, actually massive damage to that commoner.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's another one just immediately killed. And that's the end of that one's turn. That brings us now to the commoners, who are all just sort of stunned at what's occurring right now. And they begin sort of, a few of them begin sort of backing up into the center of the room. One of them attempts to run past the one who is attacking you, Bastian.
That's not gonna go well.
And they get slashed at with an attack of opportunity on the way. That is going to be a hit, which will deal not enough damage to kill, but a good hefty chunk of it. That is now a bloodied commoner, who is then going to continue their movement to over there, and is then going to step into the fire and try to open the door. As they step into the fire, they are going to... Where are my notes? Why did I close my notes? That was stupid of me. There we go. They are going to get their hands on the door, try to push it, and as they are burned to death, they shout out, "I won't open!" And they are burned to death at the door as this blue fire continues to burn and spread. That will bring us now to the final ruffian, who's going to move on over and around the equipment towards Gilbert, and is going to attempt to stab Gilbert. Or not Gilbert. Why do I keep saying Gilbert? Samuel is going to try to stab Samuel. There we go. That is going to be a hit on Samuel, which deals a good chunk of damage. They then have one more action, which they will use to stab Samuel again, but this time they miss. Okay. That brings us now to Morgrym.
Okay, I'm going to channel my elements.
Okay.
And I'll take the one action elemental blast for free with this.
Okay.
I'm going to use my weapon infusion to make it propulsive.
Okay.
Sorry, there's a bunch of buttons I have to push to get it
That's okay.
to work right. Let's see. One action, range, and I'm going to shoot at the guy farthest away that I can see.
Okay.
So I'm going to try 23.
23, that does indeed hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 7 points of damage to him.
7 points of damage. Ah! You have 2 actions remaining.
I'm going to use one action to move down 20 feet.
Okay.
Just block this one, and then I will use my last action to try to blast him the same way.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to change it, my weapon infusion to thrown instead of propulsive.
All right. Sounds
Since
good.
I'm close enough. Oh, wrong one button. 23 again.
23, that is a hit. Go for it.
And that's 9 points of damage to hit.
9 points of damage. All right, that is a hefty, hefty chunk. All right, then. That brings us around to the top of round 2, at which point the fire begins to spread.
That's not good.
Nope.
Pretty large spread. This fire... Are either of you trained in crafting?
Yes, I think I am.
I gotta check. I have untrained improvisation or whatever, so that I can do skills, but I just can't use, like, the special skill abilities.
Okay.
I am trained in crafting.
Okay. So... I guess both of you make crafting checks. Why not?
It doesn't allow me to use the skills train action, but I don't know if it lets me
It doesn't
take,
matter. This is a recall knowledge, so it's.
I
it's
got a
fine.
0 in it, so it's probably not going to do well, but
So
Not terrible.
23.
So, Morgrym, you're not entirely sure what this is, but Bastian, you think you've seen something like this before. If you remember correctly, this is a type of weapon that you probably would have faced once or twice during your time as a soldier. It's a variant of alchemist fire called airburn fire, which is
Shit.
illegal in most places because, for the most part, it's used for, things like this, because it is specifically designed to be able to rapidly spread through air.
Shit.
So it can rapidly consume all of the air in a room, even if it's a room like this that's mostly made of stone. It will rapidly spread, and if it doesn't burn everything to death, it will choke it to death. As far as you're aware, though, it can be put out with water or whatever. It functions like normal fire. It's just absurdly dangerous. All right, that brings us to Samuel, who is going to start out by trying to punch this ruffian. Manages to get a critical success on that punch.
Good on Samuel.
So Samuel is going to deal... hefty chunk. That is now that was enough to bloody the the ruffian. Samuel's then going to attempt to move around, and that's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the ruffian, who gets a success with the corset knife. That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage. So Samuel is now taking a second hit. He's going to take action 2 to move around, and is then going to take action 3 to continue running across towards the fire. And Bastian, at this point, he's close enough that as you sort of turn around to get a bead on the area, you can see that he appears to be holding a small red glass bulb. That brings us now to the first ruffian, who is going to first action reload his gun. Second action is going to excuse me. Second action is going to take aim and fire at Morgrym. That is going to be a 28 to hit.
That crits. My AC is 18.
Crits. Okay. Then in that case, Morgrym, you take from that... oh my god, excuse me.
You're in the fiery room.
Apparently.
A full immersion, right? He was fully immersed.
He's fully committed to
Yeah.
bringing the best experience to all.
I
Best
don't want to.
experience of death.
By the way, if Cam ever directs a movie, I'm not going to be in it because people are going to die.
What do you mean if he has?
I've directed
Oh,
movies
yeah.
before. They've just not
Oh,
been
yeah, you
finished.
Oh yeah,
Colby
That was-
starred in one.
Oh, that was the one where you ate him alive, right?
What?
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 No, it was the
No,
cake
that
one,
was a
right?
separate
Oh
incident.
no,
Oh,
that
okay.
the cake thing was
Oh.
completely separate. That was where I attacked Toma. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Fryhard.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
Fryhard.
okay. All right. Anyway.
Anyways, rolling critical damage means I need to do math here.
Yay, man.
So that's going to be 23 points of piercing damage to Morgrym.
Well, thank you for that healing.
Do my
And
best.
final action is to reload. All right. That brings us now to the one over by Bastian, who's going to start out by attempting to lash out at you with the dagger. That is going to be a 20 to hit Bastian.
That will hit.
Okay. So Bastian, you are going to take from that 6 points of piercing damage, and you are off guard as the blade is plunged into your shoulder, and the ruffian takes that as a chance to snag the back of your shirt and just sort of pull you off guard. They're then going to step away from the fire to over there, and then they're going to go for a second strike with the dagger. That is going to be 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Bastian, you take 7 points of piercing damage. And that will bring us now to your turn.
Let me just apply that damage real quick.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Because I don't want to kill a bunch of civilians, is there a way I can set up the cone for concordant choir that, or no, not concordant choir, for hunting him that doesn't murder a bunch of civilians, you think?
Let's see. Let's see. 15 foot. No, not in your current position. No, I don't think so.
Okay. In that case, dude in front of me has a gun, yeah?
No, dagger, corset knife.
Dagger, okay. Alright. I'm gonna start by slashing him in the face.
Okay.
Well, trying to, anyway.
Go ahead and roll to hit. What'd you get?
That's a 20.
20 does just barely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of slashing damage, alright.
Alright, and then... I'm gonna cast Divine Lance.
Divine Lance, okay. On, who?
This guy down here.
Okay. Now, Divine Lance. Okay, go ahead and make that attack.
With multiple attack penalty, yeah.
Yes.
That's only an 8, so that doesn't do shit.
That does not hit, but it does trigger an attack of opportunity from the one next to you. Ranged attacks trigger attack of opportunity.
I had forgotten that was a rule.
That is a natural 20. You didn't forget it was a rule, you just haven't encountered that many attacks of opportunity.
Okay, well...
It's also different because there's many variants of attack of opportunity. Either way, natural 20.
Can I hero point that?
Sure. That is instead going to be a 29.
Okay, well, it's still a crit, so fuck me.
All right, then. So that is going to be... Oof. $27 points of piercing damage.
Well, I'm down.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled the dice for the gun, not for the dagger. Ignore that completely. Completely different damage set. That is instead going to be 16 points of piercing damage. My apologies.
Okay, well, I'm almost dead.
I read the wrong entry on the stat block. My bad.
Oh no.
So, are we hearing this commotion from the bar?
Yeah.
No, you're completely across town, basically.
It took us
Oh,
like 10
fuck.
minutes to get here.
Do I have a
Oh,
gut
yeah.
feeling that something is going wrong?
We'll get there.
Yeah. With
We'll
the
get
Soul
there.
of Frost, like.
We'll get there, I said. We'll get there.
Alright, okay.
You made your bed, now your friends are lying in it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, if Bastian survives, she might murder you.
That brings
Nice.
us to this one with the gun down here, who's going to reload and is then going to take a shot at Morgrym as first action. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
Misses.
All right. They are then going to do a little moving
No.
to over here and away from the fire. And they end their turn with their gun unloaded. That brings us to the commoners, who all sort of continue to consolidate, but one of them does appear to be at least a little bit brave and steps up to try to fight back as the ruffian makes an attack of opportunity to punch him in the face. That is going to be a hit. That is now a mortal commoner,
Of course it is.
who still is going to attempt a couple of strikes. Miss and a miss. That is the end of the commoners' turns.
You're killing the one brave commoner.
One of them does sort of run off over to the corner there. That brings us now to the ruffian who is directly going after the mayor before, or not the mayor. Oh my god! After the possible mayor candidate,
The mayoral candidate.
Samuel Cloudvale. Good lord, if my brain could set names straight. I've been looking at my documents too much today, clearly. Going to go after this commoner here. Going to go for a stab at multiple attack penalty. That is going to be a solid crit. That is going to be enough damage to easily kill the commoner as the ruffian just runs over, slits that commoner's throat, and keeps running after Gilbert. Managing to catch up. Or no, oh my god, I did it again! Samuel keeps running after Samuel and manages to catch up. That brings us to Morgrym.
Okay, how's the dude next to Bastian looking?
Little hurt. Been scratched
Just
in the
a little-
face a couple of times, but other than that, okay.
Okay, and the one over here was looking fairly beat up, yes?
They're in around the same condition. The one that's behind Samuel is the one who's currently bloodied.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the one down below.
Right now, they're all somewhat damaged, but
Okay.
the one by Samuel is the most damaged.
I'm gonna one action, propulsive, elemental blast. The one by the... I gotta go down here and hit this button again. Use my weapon infusion. I gotta click on it to apply the effect. Ooh, 14. I don't think that's gonna do anything.
14. That unfortunately does not hit.
Okay, then I'm gonna move up and flank
Okay.
this guy.
And he's already used his reaction, so he cannot take an attack of opportunity against you.
And I'm just going to do a single blast at him.
Okay.
Melee. 21?
21, that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Four points of damage.
4 points of damage. Hey, it's something. Oh, wait. What type of damage was that?
5.
Fire. Never mind. That does not deal damage then.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
As you hit the ruffian, you see this sort of red glow coming from their skin and you think back to that potion that you saw them drink before.
Okay, I will fix that next round.
All right, then. That brings us to the top of round 3. The fire is going to expand again. And at this point, let's see. Wyatt, I think you hear somewhat of a commotion. Yeah, I think you hear somewhat of a commotion. You would have taken a little smoke break maybe outside. One of the locals offered you a
Wow.
cigarette, and you hear a bit of a commotion coming from the town square.
Not my problem. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Look inside. Picket, do you see that?
No.
Wow. Like the city hall. Something's happening over here. I want to go check it out.
I will say this commotion sounds kind of like shouting.
Yeah, there's people shouting. I want to check it out. I'm bored.
All right. I'm gonna
Alright.
finish up my drink. Let's see
Okay.
if they need help.
Thicket, go ahead and make a fortitude save. For good
Oh,
measure.
make him extra
Every
drunk
time.
as he walks in.
That's fine. What's the worst that could happen? 21.
21. Okay. All right. All right then. You two start making your way over towards the town square, and as you do, you see smoke rising into the air.
I see smoke rising in the air. I relay to my blind friend.
Oh, I can smell it. That's not
Okay.
is it?
Where's it coming from?
You can't necessarily tell right now because there's a couple of buildings and you're not too familiar with the area. But it also seems to definitely be where the source of the shouting is from.
Yeah.
As you turn the corner and you see that there is just smoke billowing from the front door of a larger building across the way from the DA's office where you were the other day.
Grab a Cloudvilla halfling who I assume is watching. What building's that?
The fucking bank! Someone set the bank on fire!
Oh.
That's good.
Not good. Not good. Crack knuckles. Crack your neck. I think our friends are in there, Ficket.
Well, let's go save the day.
Alright, let's do it.
All right. You two start making your way over. I'll say you can be there and you can probably be at the building at the top of next round, and then you'll probably be able to get to the basement by the start of the following round, or by the end of that round. So, end of round 4, you should be able to get to the basement. So that brings us to Samuel here, who's going to once again attempt to clock this dwarf that's chasing him. Gets a natural 1. So Samuel, with his unarmed attack, jam a finger. You hit the target for the minimum amount of damage you can deal with the attack, and you take the attack's normal damage. So Samuel punches this guy. Seems to have taken a good chunk, but he did seem to also deal enough to make that ruffian mortal. As Samuel himself then proceeds to actually take the same amount of damage. Samuel is then going to start moving to over there. Does provoke attack of opportunity. Gets successfully hit by the attack of opportunity. So he's going to take 8 points of damage there. Samuel is now bloodied. And Samuel has one action remaining. And he's going to take the bulb in his hand and is going to attempt to throw it into the fire. As he throws the bulb, you watch as it sails through the air and smashes into the fire. Like, as it makes contact with the fire, it bursts, releasing some sort of a white fluid, which starts to immediately foam up and extinguish the flames. So the flames are now extinguished in this area. Let me make that blue so it's a little easier to see.
Yes, thank you. I was going to ask.
There we go. So those flames, so the blue area is extinguished flames. And Samuel is going to shout out to you, Bastian. There's more in the crate back there!
Does he gesture in a specific way?
Back to the other side of the room, over here.
Oh, of course. Why
We gotta
wouldn't
put
he?
this fire out!
I-
And that is the end of Samuel's turn. That brings us now to this ruffian over here who's going to just try to punch this commoner down. That is a critical hit, followed by critical damage, which is enough to knock that commoner unconscious. So that commoner is now, if I can find the right button for it, that commoner is now unconscious. There we go, on the ground. And the ruffian is then going to take a shot at this commoner here. That is a hit, which will be followed by damage. That is a mortal commoner there. And then going to take final action to reload. That brings us now to the ruffian currently flanked by the two of you, who's going to lash out at Bastian first with the corset knife. That is going to be a 28 to hit Bastian.
Yeah, well, that crits.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Well, you're not necessarily dead. You're just,
Okay, I'm actively dying.
Oh, Lord.
Bastian, you are going to take from that 14 points of piercing damage.
Yes, those extra 11 were very important.
Yes. And as you were already wounded, you are now dying too. The ruffian is no longer flanked and is then going to turn around and attempt to stab Morgrym. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Morgrym, you take 7 points of piercing damage. And the ruffian is then going to snarl at you. You're outmatched! Clearly I'm the better dwarf. That is going to be a natural 1 against your will DC, so that's not going to frighten you in the slightest. Which is good, because I would hope that wouldn't scare you.
No.
That brings us now to the other gun ruffian, who's going to take a shot at Going to take a shot at... Oh, first has to reload weapon. Then is going to take a shot at the commoner next to you, who is currently mortal. That is a natural 1. Crit fumble card. That is card number 47. That was a ranged attack. Torn tendon. Until healed, you are clumsy 2. The gun goes off, and it seems that the recoil is a little bit too much as the goblin shrieks out in pain. Is then going to take final action to reload again. That is the end of that ruffian's turn. That brings us to the commoners. That brings us to the commoners, who are just the one who is over here next to you currently, Morgrym, is going to attempt to shove the ruffian. Is actually going to be quite successful against that, I believe. Yeah, that is going to be a success. Manages to push the ruffian back 5 feet away from you. And that will bring us now to the other one's turn. This one is going to continue going after Samuel. Gonna go for attack with the corset knife. That is a miss. Go for a second corset knife attack. That is also a miss. So that is the end of that one's turn. That brings us to Morgrym.
Okay, I'm just going to, I guess, move up next to Bastian and
Okay.
pour a, what's it called, elixir of life.
Okay.
Not much, but get 2 healing.
All right, Bastian, you get 2 healing.
Oh, let's ignore the second one.
Okay. And in addition, Bastian, you are now wounded 2, prone on the floor, and because that was an elixir of life, you do get that extra bonus that I need to find the effect for now. There we go. That was a minor elixir of life, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So, Bastian, you now have that +1 to saving throws against diseases and poisons.
Thank God.
And Morgrym, I believe that would be your turn.
Yeah.
That brings us around to the top of round 4. Thicket and Wyatt, you have reached the building.
Oh.
We're here. What did we miss?
Well, you're not with us. You're just at the building.
Yeah, you're not with them.
No,
you're at the building. As
we
the
grab
fire
a random
into the
onlooker.
ether.
We grab a random onlooker, and he's asking him that question.
Building's on fire! Building's on fire! We're mostly able to beat out everything on the top floor, but it keeps spreading. I think there's people trapped in the basement.
Great. Where's the basement entrance?
Down there, to the left.
We start moving there, I assume.
All right,
Unless Thicket, you're not.
I'm assuming you start moving that way.
Yes, of course
Yes.
you do.
Can I summon Cranberry first?
Sure.
Okay.
You know what? I'll just have you guys. Have you guys roll initiative. So let me add you guys to the tracker.
Lovely.
Yay.
If I can just get you in the tracker.
27.
There we go. 27. Lovely. And Wyatt, go ahead and roll.
Okay. 22.
Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, so Thicket, you are up first. With Cranberry, we'll say you had Cranberry out at this point. So, yeah, the basement door is probably around 60 feet away from you at this point.
I guess he and I are just going to run over to it. So I'm going to spend my first action to act together.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have Cranberry move.
You're not in the room yet. You're not actually on the map right now. I put you on the map so I could have you roll initiative.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, you're not actually in the environment yet.
Okay. So, yeah. Do I have like enough movement to?
What's your speed? 25. So,
take 3 strides.
Yeah, it would take you 3 strides to get down there. All right, and so I believe that would also mean that Cranberry wouldn't be able to get all the way after you, would he?
No, he would not. 'Cause I don't believe. Let me check his movement.
I don't think you have the move together thing.
No, not yet. Yeah, we have the same speed. Okay, so he wouldn't be. So I'm actually gonna have him go ahead.
Okay.
And stride 3 times.
So as excuse me, as Cranberry gets to the bottom, and reaches the door, you can feel just sort of this. You feel the sensation transferring through your hand, or through Cranberry's hand into yours, that there is a bar across the door. And that is the end of your turn.
Actually, could I do one very quick retcon?
Depends on what it is.
You were never here in the first place.
Well, I was never here. No. I'd like to turn my stride, or one of my strides, into an act together with a stride.
I thought you already did. I thought you already did an act together. You can only do 1 act together per turn.
I wasn't sure if we replaced that with just the 3 strides. I just want the additional action for that act together to be a shared sentence.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I assumed that you did an act together stride already. So yeah, that's fine. So yeah, your senses are shared. You can now see that someone has put a bar across the door.
Wonderful.
As you are at the bottom, that brings us to Samuel, who's going to again try to clock this ruffian. That is going to be a 21, so that's going to hit. So Samuel is going to deal enough damage to knock this ruffian unconscious.
Samuel is a more effective battle person than myself, so maybe he should take my role in the party.
He's our next hireling, right?
Samuel is then going to start running back across the room towards the crate of fire extinguisher bulbs. And that's as far as he gets. That brings us now to this ruffian who's going to... I believe they ended their turn with their gun loaded, so they're going to take a shot at one of the commoners. That is going to be a critical hit, and that is going to be enough damage to kill one of the commoners. So that's that. Then going to reload. Then going to shoot at another commoner. That is going to not be a critical hit, just a regular hit. Still enough to kill a commoner. And it's the turn with the gun unloaded. That brings us to Bastian.
Hi, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and start by casting 2 action heal on myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that healing.
Which is officially the last of the healing that I have, so... Coming in hot. Okay. 26.
26?
24 for a total of 26.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Feeling much better now. As you lie prone on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Is there any chance that I could pathetically crawl away?
Yeah, you can crawl. It's still a
Cool.
move action.
Yeah, I don't want to have to stand up and then move because that's two separate things, and the
Yeah.
fire is
You can only
rapidly coming
move
towards
5
me.
feet. You can only crawl 5 feet at a time.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go right there.
All right, and you are going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
That is a natural 1.
Yay.
Finally.
Good.
Fumble
Scumbag
card.
deserves it.
Number 18, that was a melee strike. You trigger reactions as if you would use a move action. I
No.
don't think either of you have reactions that would affect. Unfortunate. Either way, the attack misses. That is the end of Bastian's turn. That brings us now to the ruffian, who's going to move over here. Going to first and foremost going to slash out at Bastian. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, you managed to roll out of the way. And second attack, this time he's going to aim at Morgrym. That is going to be an 18 to hit Morgrym.
Oh, that just hits.
Okay. So, Morgrym, you take 8 points of piercing damage, and the ruffian is going to manage to snag you and knock you off guard with that strike. That is the end of his turn. That brings us to Wyatt. The door is around 60 feet away from you currently.
I need a triple strike because I'm not Jason Denari. I don't have 30 feet of movement. I have to triple stride the door, and I will.
All right. You stride as far as you can. You are now between Cranberry and Thicket, and you can see that the door has. You can see through Cranberry that the door has a bar on it.
Oh, okay. That's my turn.
All right. And that will bring us to the ruffian with the pistol over here, who is clumsy, who is going to go for another shot on a commoner. That is a critical hit. That is easily enough damage to kill that commoner. That's the one that helped you a second ago, Morgrym. Just boom! Head gone.
This is awful.
Going to reload and this time go for a shot on Morgrym. That is going to be a 14 to hit Morgrym.
No.
All right, that is the end of his turn. Ends the turn with the gun unloaded. That brings us to the commoners, who are... At this point, there's only 4 of them left alive. And they're just sort of backing away from the flames at this point. One of them runs around a pillar and tries to take cover. Yeah, they're all just sort of scattering as best they can. That brings us now to Morgrym's turn.
Do you have to be dying to use Last Stand?
No, you do not.
Oh, don't
Can
do it.
I use my weapon infusion to make it not fire? Or no? Because if not, then it doesn't do anything at all to anybody.
No, because your weapon infusion does not affect your energy emanation.
Yeah, okay. Well, that would be pretty useless. They're
Apologies.
not taking fire damage. I will just...
Oh wait, hold on. The fire burns hot enough to ignore resistance to fire damage.
Oh, it does?
And creatures with immunity instead have resistance equal to half their level rounded down.
Okay.
So
Oh,
the
so
fire
that person
would
did
still
take damage.
deal damage.
Okay, then I want to do that.
Okay, at
the
which-
second. I'll
at
do it at
second.
second level.
Second rank. Okay.
Yes, second rank.
So, this is the first time we're encountering one of our last sands then. So,
Oh,
Morgrym,
no.
you reach out and up to the elemental ring of fire. You channel its power down into you as hard and as fast as you can. You feel your scars start to burn as Bastian, you look over and see that Morgrym's scars have started to light ablaze as fire just seems to pull itself through the roof of the building, through the floor, into the basement, into Morgrym's hand as the fire consumes her whole body. Morgrym, you scream out in horrible pain. This is searing as the fire bursts out. So, that is going to be a 60-foot explosion.
Indiscriminate
Which,
or discriminate?
Just the bad guys.
Will attack just the bad guys. That will get all of the bad guys, who all need to make reflex saves against your class DC. So what is your class DC?
Where's my class DC? Where's that at? I don't see it.
It'll be under your proficiencies. It's down at the bottom. They moved it. It used to be in a useful location. Now it's down at the bottom of your proficiencies spot.
19.
19. Okay. So the one that's right next to you and Bastian fails. The one with the gun down south there gets a 13, so that's also a fail, and the final one gets a 15. So all three of them fail. You deal damage equal to your energy emanation with twice as many damage dice. So
I thought it was 3 times since it was second rank.
Yep, you are correct. 3 times as many. Sorry, I was. I wrote a very long paragraph for myself to reread. So
It's not good. I just want to check.
with 3 times as many damage dice. So yes, that would be 3d6. And they also become affected by blindness. So they are blinded until their next turns begin. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Just 10.
Just 10. Okay, so that is enough to make the one that's right next to you mortal. Mortal. Actually, that one is bloodied, and that one is also bloody. So they're now all bloodied and also blinded until their next turn begins. And you are now spent 2. All right. And that was a free action, so you have your entire turn ahead of you.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I don't know. I'm looking at see.
I don't think I realized that last stand actions were free actions.
Yeah, they're free actions.
I thought you had to do it when you're dying.
No,
I was like,
no, you can.
This is looking kind of bad, so I'm just gonna
You can-
ask,
yeah,
even
you
though
can
it's
do
fired,
it
see if I can
whenever you
deal.
want.
Wheel and deal.
I just do it
would have done it
casually, right?
earlier if I would have. Probably
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can.
bad.
You can use it whenever you want, and in addition, it will prevent you from going unconscious if it's a lasting thing. So it's something like that. That's just a burst. It's just a burst. But for the rest of the party who have longer lasting effects for their last stands, then you can keep doing it even when you're at 0 HP.
Okay.
So, Morgrym,
I'm
you have
going
3
to
actions
do
remaining.
a 2-action melee against this guy so I can make it not fire damage. Well, I'm going to change
Okay.
it up here. 2 actions. Melee. Row. Oh no!
What'd
I
you
used
get?
my hero point!
Ooh, good choice.
22.
Okay, 22. That is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. That is enough to kill that ruffian. And you have 1 action remaining.
Okay, I see how far. Well... Okay, I'm going to use a 1-action propulsive on the guy down here.
Okay.
Sorry, I just gotta click all these buttons to
It's all good.
change the 22.
22, that does indeed hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's a 3.
3 points of damage, not much, but it's enough to make this fellow mortal. All right.
That's the turn.
That is the end of your turn. And just a reminder that spent reduces your maximum dying value. So your maximum dying value right now is 2.
Okay. I thought it just made me at like dying 2 automatically, which is basically kind of the same thing.
Yeah, no.
But it's a little less. It's a little worse, but it's good. I still would have done it.
It is definitely different.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
That brings us around to the top of round 5. Thicket, it is your turn. Cranberry is at the door.
All right. I'm gonna act together.
Okay.
And punch the door down for 1.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Oh yeah, the door. Go ahead and roll damage. Just for the fun of it.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Cranberry just smashes the door open. What is left of it? It's very burnt and charred wood, though it definitely withstood this fire longer than it should have. Almost as if it's been treated. And Cranberry, like the fire, starts to rush out as Cranberry is met by it.
Okay.
There is just a wall of fire between you, pretty much. There's a small patch that appears to be extinguished. And appears to, like, something's in the air that's preventing the fire from getting back to that patch right there. But all of the orange is fire.
Okay. I guess then I will use my other half of the act together to just move Thicket closer to the door.
Okay. Yeah, you're all, like, right up next to each other.
Okay, wonderful.
And you have 1 action remaining, then.
Wait, wouldn't I have 2 actions?
Oh, right, yeah, 2 actions. Sorry, for some reason my brain said you did a 2-action act together. Yeah. Sorry, you have 2 actions.
I also keep forgetting how act together works. I'm actually gonna cast a new spell that I have.
Oh.
What Thundering Dominance.
Thundering Dominance. Okay, what does that do?
You shroud the target in a powerful predatory aura and amplify its vocalizations. It gains a +1 status bonus to intimidation checks. Once during the spell's duration, it can take the Thundering Roar action. Thundering Roar is a 1-action attack. The target unleashes a powerful vocalization. Each enemy in a 10-foot emanation takes 4d8 sonic damage, with a basic will save against your spell DC. A creature that fails its will save is also frightened 1.
Damn, alright. Alright then, so that was the remaining 2 actions. And, yeah, that is the end of your turn then, as Cranberry is now amplified by this Thundering Dominance. Alrighty then, that brings us now to Samuel, who is going to stride on over to the chest, going to pick up another bulb, and is going to actually take a second action to pick up an additional bulb. So he now has 2. And that is the end of his turn. That brings us now to this blinded ruffian who is no longer blinded, as that is how blindness works. Who is going to... I think he had to reload... No, he ended his turn with his gun loaded. Is then going to take a shot at the nearest commoner that is not unconscious. That is a natural 20 critical hit deck, because he is a higher level than the commoner. That was a piercing attack. Until healed, the target is... Oh boy.
My
It doesn't matter, because the commoner takes enough damage to kill it. another one. There are 3 commoners remaining. Ruffian then takes an action to reload. Notices that the commoner next to him is still breathing and is going to point blank finish him off.
Hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
You said he failed his roll, or I thought they were blinded. Or is it just for they succeeded on that
It functions as the it functions as the blindness spell, which makes the target is. Oh, sorry, the doy. I read the success because that's the one that had the little box where I could drag the word blinded from.
I thought you said it failed, but maybe it was a success.
Catch.
So
good catch. In that case,
never
mind.
Get these people not to die.
Yeah, no,
they're just still dying. I wanted to make sure.
Good catch. Thank you for catching me on that. In that case, yeah, he's going to stumble around, attempt to fire blindly. Is going to not be successful, going to take the reload, and is then going to attempt to fire blindly again. That is a natural 1. Crit fumble. Ranged, take a -2 penalty to attack rolls with this weapon until the end of your next turn. All right. There we go. That's the end of his turn. Good catch, Rachel. Thank you for that. That brings us to Bastian.
Okay. First and foremost, I think I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, you stand up.
And then I'm gonna try and divine lance this boyo.
Which one?
The one down here.
Ah, that one. All right. What is the range on Divine Lance again?
60 feet?
Oh, yeah. You easily are in range. Go for it.
Why won't it do the thing? There's the thing. That's a nat 20.
A nat 20? Hell yeah. That is a critical success. Card number 39. That was a spell. The target glows for 1 minute with the effect of a fairy fire spell. So go ahead and roll damage.
Interesting.
And now the target is glowing with divine energy.
So do I just have to double this after it's rolled? There's not an option to make it crit damage.
Just double it after it's rolled. It's fine.
Okay. That's 22.
22 points of damage. Hell yeah. That is enough to... Ah! You kill that ruffian. There is now only one left conscious. There's one unconscious over here, and then there's one left over there who is still conscious. So you have one action remaining, I believe.
No, I do not, because I stood.
Oh, right, you stood. I forgot, because the prone condition was still on your sheet. There we go. That brings us now to Wyatt. You see through Cranberry there is a whole lot of fire on the other side of this doorway.
Shit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna cast, I'm gonna take out the Wand of Bless. Is that an action to take it out of my inventory? Wand of Bless. I take one action, and I'll take the next 2 actions to cast Bless from that wand.
Okay. So you cast Bless.
Thank you.
You now have the aura.
Right. And that is my turn, because I had to take it out of my inventory.
Okay. That is bringing us now to Morgrym's turn.
Okay, I'm going to... I heard whenever Samuel was talking about the stuff he was throwing in the box.
Yes, you heard him.
I'm going to move in that direction 20 feet.
Okay.
But I'm going to 2-action propulsive... Wait, let me make sure. I might be in thrown range. Nope, just out. So propulsive 2-action.
Okie doke. Go for it.
Gosh, I wish when I clicked it, it just automatically applied it instead of having to go towards the chat and then
I know, it's a little
clicking it.
clunky.
19?
19, that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. How do you want to finish this fellow off?
Just a nice little fiery, piercing bullet made of fire. I'm mocking him.
All right, you send
He
it
can't
through
see
as
it
a
though,
sort of
so.
as you send this projectile of flame out, the flame sort of solidifies into hot burning ash, which just is enough to
Use
kill that ruffian.
a little finger gun.
All right, then. I believe that is the end of your turn.
It is.
That brings us around to the top of round 6 with Thicket, and the fire is going to spread.
Oh, man.
And it does begin spreading out the door. So it does spread into Cranberry. I need Cranberry to make a reflex save.
Okie doke. 16.
16. Okay, that is unfortunately a failure. So Cranberry is going to take... Where did I put this information? Cranberry is going to take... there we go. 11 points of fire damage.
I resist.
Can Cranberry
No,
take
you
fire
don't.
damage?
No, I resist
Cool,
fire.
we've done this several times. Oh wait, sorry, I was thinking about cold. Yes, you do resist fire. I'm stupid. So you have
Bastard.
resistance of 1 to fire, so you take 10 points of damage instead.
Marginally better.
All right, that is the fire's turn. That brings us now to Thicket.
Okay. And Cranberry, I'm gonna act together. As usual.
How many actions?
Another single action.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use the first action to actually cast. Actually, you know what? That will be a 2 action. I'm going to use one of my focus points to cast Evolution Surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to give Cranberry a 20-foot status bonus to its speed.
Okay. Cranberry is now significantly faster. And that was your focus point. You have... So that was your 2 actions, so what is Cranberry doing?
Cranberry is going to move.
Okay.
Stride. So he has 45 feet of movement now.
Yes.
Meaning there's 20. And then I have another 25 remaining. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Over
And Cranberry is going to take some more fire damage, so go ahead and roll another reflex save.
That's fine.
20. That is a success, so Cranberry will take a little bit less damage. Cranberry is going to take 6 points of fire damage.
Not bad.
So, Thicket, you can feel all of this pain, and oh my god, does it hurt!
Ow, ow, ow!
As Cranberry approaches Bastian and the unconscious ruffian.
And I have 1 action remaining, I believe.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do something very fun. I'm going to unleash a thundering roar.
At who?
It's a 10-foot emanation. But,
Okay, at the unconscious guy?
I can hit this guy, right?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Yeah,
But you can hit him.
He's the last baddie, correct?
I mean, you're assuming he's a baddie. He's wearing a mask.
He's also got a red token, so I'm assuming. Okay.
Yes. So that is a will save.
We assume things.
Yes, that is a will save.
That is going to be a 12.
That does not succeed.
All right. So in that case, he's going to. I should have been tracking his dying value a little bit closer, shouldn't I? Let me just. Okay, that kills him.
I haven't even rolled damage yet.
Right, he was already unconscious and dying.
Oh yeah. Well, for the hell of it,
Go for it.
11 points of sonic
11
damage.
points of sonic damage. Lovely. All right. That is the end of your turn. That brings us to Samuel, who's going to...
I scrubbed it to death.
Start running. Oh my god, Colby. Samuel's going to move over to here, and that will bring him in range to chuck one of the extinguisher grenades, which is going to let me check once. Okay. It's going to chuck the extinguisher grenade, which is going to boosh, go off right there. So there's now almost a complete path to the door through the flame.
Through the fire and flame.
Yes. Bastian, you're up.
Okay. Where are the surviving civilians? Are all of these ones up?
Yes,
able to move on their
they're
own
all
volition?
up and able to move on their own volition.
Okay, and is this one down here still alive?
No. Yes, he's unconscious. Sorry. Yes, that one's unconscious.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna go try and pick up that guy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, and then
third
pick him up
action,
is
pick him
action
up.
3, and I'm...
Yes, and that will add 6 bulk to your inventory. So I will handle that. As you pick this elf up off the ground, you are now encumbered, and that is the end of your turn. That brings us to Wyatt.
Wyatt's up.
So you're like right around there, but you're not in the fire currently. The fire is like right in front of you. And like it's going to be spreading directly into you in a second.
Oh, what the fuck?
This
is
fire
happening?
is like insane. It's also bright blue. I forgot to mention
Yeah,
that to you before. This
this
is bright blue fire.
Oh.
Mhm. Oh fuck, Morgrym looks really hurt, doesn't she?
Yeah, Morgrym is mortal.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what's the distance? Fuck. Let me see if I have enough distance for this. Sorry, I'm checking my
Morgrym's
spells.
around 65 feet away from you currently.
60 feet, right?
65. You're another 5 feet back.
Oh,
I just
okay.
moved
right,
you so
right.
you can see into the room.
See, got it. Oh, because the map ends there.
Yes. You know, because I wasn't expecting the party to split.
Yeah, well. Jeez, why is everything 30 feet in this game? Who else is... Oh, God, that's not good. What can I do? I can't actually do anything.
I don't know.
Oh, I got nothing. I'll sustain bless, so I actually 10 feet from it. Sustain it.
You sustain blessed. Do you want to hold an action?
I will hold. Wait. Oh, actions 2. Yeah. Oh,
You have 2 actions remaining. So.
2 actions remaining. Can I? I can't hold a 2-action heal, right? Because that takes another action to hold.
I believe you are not able to do it. Let me double check. Ready.
Please.
Ready. Action. Choose a single action or free action.
Yeah, so I can't ready a 2-action spell.
Correct.
I got nothing. I can't. I guess already a healing. Already a level 1 heal in case someone wanders into my periphery.
Single action heal in case someone comes up next to you.
Who is extremely wounded.
Cranberry just
Okay.
kind of wanders into your space, and you're like,
So if someone,
"Heal!"
we'll say if someone who is bloodied walks into range,
Sure.
you'll heal them.
Sure,
Okay.
anybody bloodied or below, right?
Okay, that will bring us then to Morgrym.
Okay, I use my movement to get over here to the chest.
Okay, that is all 3 actions.
Unfortunately.
All right then, that brings us to the top of round 7 with Thicket.
Okay.
Actually, Morgrym, the diagonals were a little bit weird there. I'm going to say that would have only taken you 2 actions just because terrain and diagonals are weird. So you would have 1 action remaining if you want to grab one of the extinguisher grenades.
I want to grab the whole chest and start taking it back on my next turn. Instead of having to run all the way over.
There's only
every
2
time.
left. There's only
Ow.
2 left.
Can I grab both of them?
Not as
don't
1
have-
action.
I'll grab one and I'll grab the next one on the next turn.
Okay. So I have put the extinguisher grenade in your inventory. All right, that brings us now to Thicket.
Okay, I'm actually going to take this time to move Thicket a little bit closer.
You are currently directly behind Wyatt, who is directly in front of the spreading flame.
I see. Okay. In that case, do I have a line of sight to actually do anything?
What are you
Here's a
trying to figure out? Yeah.
If I turned the ground into mud, would that disrupt the fire?
Make a crafting check if you're trained. Are you trained?
I don't think so. I'm not.
I mean, it would stop normal fire, so I guess. Hold on.
Because at this point, the fire is the biggest threat here, right?
Yes, the fire is the only remaining threat. If it was, if it's, you think that turning the ground to mud would normally stop fire at least, but it does smell a little different, and you do feel that the ground is stone beneath your feet.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna see what happens if I cast Spout.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
What did you think I was gonna cast?
I don't know, but you've not been casting Spout this whole time. Okay. Yes, where would you like to cast Spout?
Let's see, it's a 5-foot burst. So, I guess a 5-foot burst is like 9 by 9 a square, or 3 by 3 squares, right?
It's a
Or is it just a square?
that I just placed down.
I see. Okay.
It's small. Small.
And these blue parts are completely.
Those
on fire.
are parts that are currently extinguished, though it does look as though the fire is starting to be able to creep back into those areas.
Okay, I'm going to put it right here, so
Okay.
that there's a like
You
direct.
put it right in the doorway.
Yes, direct lack of fire towards
Okay.
the doorway.
There is now an extinguished path all the way through, straight to the doorway. You have 1 action remaining.
I'm going to use that action to, just in case I need it, channel elements.
Okay. All right, then. That will bring us now to Samuel, who's going to shout out, "Come on, we gotta go!" And he's just gonna start, he's gonna move over here to the injured commoner and is going to pick said commoner up. The commoner, who is an orc and twice his size, he's going to pick them up with sheer strength that you would not anticipate from a politician or a banker. And he's going to pick this orc up and start running both of them into the extinguished path. That is the end of Samuel's turn. That brings us to Bastian.
Alright. Well, Bastian is gonna start carrying, whatever this person's name is.
Alright.
And, out of the bank. Woo!
Alright. You get to the stairs and you are now face to face with Wyatt as you leap over the charred corpse
Oh!
of the commoner who attempted to escape. Bastian is not bloodied.
Damn it! Alright.
But the commoner on her back is unconscious.
Yes! And
So
they
go
do
ahead
get...
and roll healing.
How much is one action heal? I haven't done that recently.
One action heal for first rank, that's just 1d8.
Alright, we'll take
I like
it.
to imagine the look on your face going, like, super excited, like, oh, I can be helpful, and then seeing that I'm, like, okay, and you're like, damn
Oh,
it.
damn.
No. Well, in real life, yes. But in character, Wyatt's gonna see that Bastian's carrying a commoner on her back that's unconscious, and he's gonna go, oh shit, someone's hurt, and he's gonna try and heal them.
So how much did you get?
3.
3. All right.
They're back.
That's enough to wake them up, and they're going to they're going to hop off Bastian's back and start running themselves up the stairs, pushing past you. Thank you. All right. That is bringing us to Wyatt's turn.
All right. Shit.
Bastian is now between you and the fire.
Between me and the fire. I was gonna look, Bastian. Is anyone else really injured in there?
Morgrym.
Bastian. What does
And,
Bastian say?
Samuel. Oh, right. Sorry. I thought you were talking to me. My
Yes.
bad.
Sorry,
Go.
Bastian. Sorry. Cam, Bastian.
Yeah, hi. Morgrym and Samuel took some big hits.
Okay.
And there's some other commoners, but I think they're up. I think all the enemies are down.
Okay. Shit. One action, a stride here.
Okay. You step past Bastian.
Past Bastian. Yeah, can you move me? I can't. I don't have access to that. Okay.
You are now there.
Okay. The fuck is Morgrym?
I'm way far away.
God.
Yeah, Morgrym
God.
is far away. All the way on the other side of the room.
Oh god.
And Samuel is currently running towards you with an orc on his back.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna... Oh gosh, I'm just gonna hold a battle medicine for when... Whoever comes closest to me first and is bloodied, battle medicine. And that's my turn.
Okay. That will bring us then to the commoners. So that one's going to run all the way up the stairs. Then this one's going to run up and past all of you and up the stairs. So that one's safe. This one's going to start running out past all of you and up the stairs. So that's another one out and safe. This one is going to start moving and going to go past you and out and up the stairs and is now safe. That is the end of the commoner's turn. That brings us to Morgrym.
Morgan is going to go and pick up the other bottle of whatever this stuff is because she doesn't know what else is going on at now.
Okay.
So, and then she's going to move 2 strides.
Okay. That brings us now to the top of round 8 with Thicket.
Okay. I'm going to spout again, I guess.
Okay. Where would you like to spout?
Where did the fire start?
Right in front of the door. So you've already extinguished the starting point.
Okay, wonderful. I guess I will extinguish right here then.
Okay. Lovely.
And then with my last remaining action, oh shoot, base kinesis is 2 actions.
Yes.
Then I
Forgot to mention the
suppose-
fire did continue to spread. So the path is almost closed off on Morgrym.
Oh shoot, you're right. Okay. Then I'm going to act together.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, right, and
Cranberry-
the fire spread into Cranberry, so Cranberry needs to make a save. Sorry about that. My brain is handling multiple paragraphs of information.
10.
10. Oof. Cranberry is going to take some fire damage. So that is going to be 8 points of fire damage. And this is, of course, before resistance, so after resistance is 7.
All right, that's what, 26? Yeah, 26 health. Okay. So yeah, Cranberry is going to move. I guess down here.
Okay.
And then I will. Because that's his action. So then I suppose I will cast. My range for. No. Okay. What to do? What to do? Oh, here we go. There's no range on this. For the hell of it, I'm just gonna cast Boost Eidolon. With,
Boost Eidolon. All right.
Tickets after that.
All right.
Might be useful. I don't know. We'll see.
Might as well, for the hell of it.
Yeah.
All right, then. That brings us to Samuel, who is going to, with the orc on his back, push past you. I would say, Wyatt, he is currently bloodied if you want to...
Yeah, let's heal
all
him.
right. Go ahead and roll that medicine check, then.
Alright, battle medicine. Fuck. Whoops.
What
I
did you
clicked
do?
the wrong thing. I didn't click anything weird. Okay.
Okay.
Medicine check. Alright.
I thought you rolled in that one. I was like, uh-oh.
30.
30, that is a critical success. Go ahead and roll 4d8.
He gets 16 hit points back.
16 hit points back. All right.
Damn.
Thanks.
Lovely.
Now let's get the hell out of here.
Where's Morgrym?
Back there. I think she's coming.
Alright.
All right. So that will bring us now to Bastian. It is now your turn. And you are no longer encumbered. I should take that out of your inventory there. There we go.
That'd be nice.
You are no
Okay.
longer encumbered.
I'm gonna... Do I have anything that's particularly helpful? Not at this current moment.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to just leave? Or...
Well, I mean, I'll make space in the doorway so that I'm not, blocking everybody in or
I mean, as
out.
far as you're aware, the only people left in there are Morgrym and Cranberry.
Do I know where Cranberry is?
Yes, right in front of Morgrym, just past the path.
Why can I not see where either of their tokens are?
Because I moved you out, because you're currently outside the border of the map.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. I was like,
Ta-da.
I don't see people. I don't know what's happening. Okay, there we are. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna cast musical accompaniment.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Bastian,
Just so that they can get some epic background music as they charge through.
Bastion starts playing her lute, her out-of-tune lute.
Okay, no, this is the orchestral music that surrounds the...
Oh, I see.
It's probably still out of tune, because Thicket's there, but I'm trying.
It is still out of tune, but it is there, and it's quite epic. All right. That brings us to Wyatt. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna prepare another battle. Oh, she's immune to battle medicine.
She's immune to
isn't
battle
she?
medicine.
Yeah,
Well, I'll prepare battle medicine. So if Morgrym comes into my range and I get to do and I'm able to do battle medicine on her,
You can't
I
do battle
will
medicine,
do it.
though, because
I will
she's
do it.
immune.
Yes, she's immune, but I do have a feat, the medic dedication.
Ah.
So I am going to do the one
All
time
right,
where I
you
can
use your once per day.
if I do battle medicine, so assuming she comes around.
Yes,
But
yes, of course.
that's my turn.
All right, then. That brings us to Morgrym.
Okay,
The
question.
path is rapidly closing in front of you.
Yes. Does Cranberry have to walk back to Thicket, or is that like a magical thing that he could be sucked in from anywhere?
I believe I can just slurp him back up.
Would Morgrym
Let's
know
see.
this? I can't
Um,
personally remember, but I know we've been together where you guys
Let's
fall
see.
and disappeared, so I didn't know if that was something
I
she would know.
think you.
It's okay, she's just gonna run and try to pick him up and carry him.
I'm not sure. I would say you would probably expect that he'd be fine. He's also made of fire, so he's probably fine.
She's gonna pick him up and try to.
You're gonna try to pick up Cranberry?
Yeah, and run.
Cranberry does not consent to being picked up.
No, he does
Cranberry.
not.
So if you're going to want to well, even if Thicket were to will, does Thicket want to will Cranberry to be picked up?
Do I know this is happening?
You shared senses with Cranberry, so yeah.
It's true. Yeah, alright, why not?
Okay, then go ahead and make a Cranberry lore check.
Good old cranberry lore.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy. That is an 18.
An 18. You feel that Cranberry is very much not into this idea. But Thicket, your psychic convincing works well enough. So, Morgrym, you are able to pick up Cranberry.
Gotta get out of here! Nobody
That's
gets
an
left behind! I don't wanna hear it! She picks him up and
Go
runs.
along with it, bud.
Alright. So you have one action remaining, I believe.
I keep running towards the door.
Okay. Hey, you're not even encumbered.
I mean,
Right.
see, I felt like she could do it.
You keep going
She's
towards the
strong.
door. You are now in the path, which is starting to dry out.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. Top of round 9. Thicket, you're up.
Okay.
As the fire spreads and closes up the path behind Morgrym.
There's no one else behind us?
Not as far as you're aware.
Okay. And is the fire coming back into this area right here?
Right now, it seems your spout was mostly able to keep the air damp enough, but it's doesn't look like it's going to last forever. You can see that the fire is starting to spread back in.
Okay. Final question. So, Cranberry is currently in Morgrym's arms.
Yes.
She's got him, like, over her shoulders.
Yes.
Fireman style.
Could I reverse that?
Would Morgrym consent to being picked up by Cranberry?
Probably. As long as he's
Oh my
moving to the
gosh.
door. She's
So,
fine. She doesn't want
in
him
that
out.
case, yes, you
closed.
can reverse that.
Wonderful. And will that be an action to do that?
That is one action, yes.
How tall is Cranberry?
Cranberry is like nearly 9 feet tall.
I like to think he was probably just bending his knees so he wasn't touching the floor, and then he just kind of puts his feet down and she goes up.
Yeah. Just kind of like, okay, enough of that shit.
All right. And then in a single stride, he's going to carry Morgrym to the door.
Okay, Morgrym is carried to the door, and out and up the stairs as the fire closes in behind you, starts to chase you all up the stairs. You keep running and running until finally you're all outside. You collapse into the snow outside as the building smokes, smolders, continues to burn. The fire follows you up the stairs, and there's people running in with buckets, trying their best to keep the fire down. But it keeps consuming the air. As it keeps trying to fly out the open door of the bank.
Do I have any idea a more effective way of, like, putting this out, or just, like...
I have 2 of the things. I will hold them out.
That is a... Yeah, you have... you hold them out. Samuel runs over and just says, "Throw them in! Throw them in!"
Someone else should probably do it. I ain't good at throwing stuff, man.
I
That's why I
can
was
take
holding
them
them
and
out.
throw them.
Yes. That would probably
So-
be wise for someone else to do it.
Okay, so Bastian, are you just grabbing one of the bulbs and throwing it?
Yes?
Okay. Bastian, you grab the bulb and you chuck it at the flames trying to get out the open door. It manages to keep them back, but you can see them spreading throughout the rest of the building, and you don't think it'll be long.
Are there more people in the building?
No, as far as you're aware, everyone was in the basement at the rally. Like the bank has been closed for a while.
Awesome. I'm gonna shut the door.
Okay.
Just for starters.
The door is shut, and from what you can think of, hopefully the extinguisher grenade will last long enough to starve out the fire. But in the meantime, there are several people coming in. You see, in the distance, a couple of carts with hoses coming out of the back, just being dragged along by guards, a few of them in their pajamas, as they begin pumping water onto the building. You think it's over. Samuel
So,
rushes over to Bastian and Morgrym. Oh, you heard what that fucker said?
I did. I think maybe it might be best if we don't publicize that information at this current point.
Oh,
Can I sense motive just to make sure that this is not some elaborate...
That was also a thought that I had.
okay.
Oh gosh.
What are you sensing motive for exactly?
Just to make sure this is on the up and up, and it's not some kind of elaborate
He didn't, like,
plan.
arrange
Yeah.
this to try and
To-
get us on his side.
Yeah,
you
to
know?
overthrow the mayor by making the mayor look bad and trying to deceive us into thinking it's the mayor's fault when he's, like, secretly behind everything, basically.
Interesting.
Well, Bastian, you're a little too scattered still to really, like, process any of the emotions behind Samuel's words right now. But Morgrym, you sense that he very definitely is legitimately quite angry and definitely a little scattered right now. But you definitely sense there's a certain coolness under his words that you're not entirely sure if it's just that he's a very level-headed person, or if there's something else going on here.
I will definitely share this with Bastian when he's not around. I give her the eye. Like, whenever he's saying this, and I just, like, I look at her in a way that's like, there's more going on. Potentially.
Samuel,
Yeah,
the attackers are dead, right?
I think they were. I'm pretty sure your flaming friend over there liquefied the insides of the last guy.
Right. Okay. We need to track down all of the surviving witnesses. And we need to make sure that nobody finds out the mayor was behind this, so he doesn't know that we're ahead of him.
He turns and points at the 3 commoners who are currently being wrapped in blankets and walked over towards the hospital. There they are.
Right then. Keep this between us for now.
You do what you like, but my brother's getting the full wrath
If
of the
he
family.
knows what we know, it's gonna create more problems.
Make a diplomacy check.
Where's my diplomacy? There it is. 14.
14. The people need to hear. The people need to know. It's time for change.
What were those other deaths you were talking about? Those people who got silenced?
Just about everyone.
You got names, locations, information they were planning to share?
There's been several over the course of the past 2 years. I can't list them all out right now. It'll take me an hour.
Okay, list me out 3 from the most recent 6-month period.
Okay. Well, we've got... Hold on, this is Cam thinking, not Samuel. Give me a sec. All right, we've got Elturel Gualarin, who was mysteriously run over by a cart right after leaving the town hall, specifically talking to my brother about making changes, about implementing new policies for the people of this town to provide some better economic trickle-down, I suppose. There was Genlin Dunkstrike. He was just mysteriously stabbed in the back. You know, he was the old town treasurer, and mysteriously was suddenly stabbed in the back after leaving, reportedly because he found something in the books that didn't check out. There's others. I could go on.
Okay. Well, you'll do what you'll do, so.
Yeah, I will. Thank you for everything you did in there. You take care of yourselves.
We'll do our best.
He walks away.
Say, lads. Anyone go for a drink?
Wow, that's a pretty big shift.
So, there's some shady stuff going on. Isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is who is involved on which side?
I don't know for sure, but there's just an eerie coolness under the words he was saying. I'm not sure if that's just who he is or if there's more going on here.
I don't know.
This whole thing stinks.
Can we trust
I
anybody?
think that's a good question. No offense, but some of you look really bad, and by some of you I mean Morgrym. You look.
All her burns have like spread even more, and they're like raw.
Yeah.
And then being in the snow and the ice hitting is gonna make it even worse.
Yeah. Let's get you treated.
Yeah, would you be going to the hospital, or are you relying on Wyatt?
I'm a fucking hospital. Okay? I am the fucking hospital here.
Morgrym, are you accepting this, or are you going to the hospital?
I don't think after what's going on, she would go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's kind of...
Sorry. Yeah.
Looks a little distant. And not fully there.
I will say that you all definitely notice that Morgrym appears tired. Like, beyond just hurt, she appears tired. Like a variety of tired that you wouldn't really expect to see from anyone. Just suddenly. This is the kind of tired that builds up after years and years. It's almost as if she's aged rapidly.
Oh.
Like, mentally.
All right, mate. Let's go to the hospital.
No. Do you feel comfortable going to the hospital, Morgrym?
I'm fine. She just kind of picks herself up and starts walking back towards the inn.
Okay. All right. You all head back to the inn, passing more firefighters as they come and moving along. And as you get back to the inn, get yourselves some new drinks. That's where we're going to end the session.
Oh, wow.
Wowie.
So.
Oh my gosh. Political intrigue! Who do you trust?
Gosh.
No one. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Bastian,
Goodness.
how are you feeling?
Annoyed the lads went drinking. Glad that Morgrym's alive.
Fair. Morgrym, how are you feeling?
Not good. Not just like physically, but mentally.
Yeah.
So she's not in a good spot right now.
Fair. Thicket, how are you feeling?
I feel kind of bad for drinking. Because I realized as combat started that I still had all of my spell slots and I was at full health.
Yeah.
But I had
You
fun.
didn't realize it when I said that you had been popsicled during our last fight?
I thought I would still be fatigued. I thought I was already fatigued.
No.
Well, it all worked out. Nothing went wrong.
Nothing at all. Just several deaths.
Nobody died.
Wyatt, how are you feeling?
So listen to me, just stay drinking.
Shut up, do you want townsfolk to just die? What is your deal?
Hey, I'm just saying, I got bad vibes from it. We didn't have to get involved, but look where we are.
We were always going to get... What did you think was going to happen?
Stay
bad
here
vibes,
drinking.
You get involved to stop the bad vibes, man.
Look, if we're gonna go out, I imagine we're saying this in character. Are we saying this in character? Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Look, if we're gonna go out and investigate bad vibes, then let's do it not after we just fought off an ambush from saber-tooth folk. How about that?
You can't always
sound good?
take a rest before bad things happen.
Helping people isn't always convenient.
Like, you don't get to schedule when the bad things happen.
There's no point in helping people
sorry,
if you
we
die.
can't help
Hey,
you
listen
with
the
that
fuck
fire.
up, alright?
It's
Several people are fucking
after
dead because of this,
8 p.m.
alright? Look, alright, we're fucking involved now. Do you understand what the fuck is happening here?
Well, I think we were already involved. On account of, saving the mayor's life.
Yes, we were fucking involved, all right? But look at me. And I'm gonna get a stool and I'm gonna stand on top of the stool. It's like I'm eye level with these two.
Morgan
And I
looks
realized I'm
away.
not tall enough.
Wow,
I'm not tall
look at
enough.
him go.
Yeah, you can't pick on someone with a
Bastion's
look at
just
the
gonna
eyes,
cross
right?
her arms and stare dead at him.
Shit. I go back to the bar and grab another a case or a milk carton because I actually can't get up. I'm like 2'6". Stand up, climb on top of them. Eye level now. Look, all right? If you're gonna risk your life, at least guarantee that you're not gonna be added to the list, all right?
That's not how it works.
It is how it works.
No, it's not.
If both of you died down there, then what was it all worth?
It was worth knowing that I went to help instead of sat around drinking.
Yeah,
It's worth being
And
able to
you
sleep
went
at
into
night.
it.
plan.
And this is the reason why you went in there, knowing that this was gonna happen, right?
Okay, we didn't know there was
Yes,
going to be
exactly.
a violent outbreak.
Exactly,
We went in
right? Shut the
going,
fuck
"Oh,
up and
maybe
listen
we
to
could
me.
Get important information.
Information you can find out anywhere. All right, look, you're entirely basing this entire fucking adventure on this idea that you knew it was gonna happen. You didn't know it was gonna happen. Information comes easy. You can just ask around for fucking information. You don't have to risk your fucking life. All right?
If we didn't know anything, how do we know we were risking our life? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what? You didn't know anything, and you walked in there. You could have listened to some advice, and you could have seen the state we were all in, and not have to do any of this garbage, but you did. All right? And I'm fine with that. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
actually
sound
fine
real
with that.
fine.
I'm not fucking fine with that, all right? But I'm gonna tell myself I'm
Bastion's
fine
gonna
with that.
go upstairs and just pass out.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, Morgrym, we gotta treat those burns on you. You're not gonna be sleeping
I'm good.
with those burns.
And she just
Are you
walks off.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Gods, you two.
Alright.
I'll patch her up. It's fine.
Morgrym's as stubborn about certain things. and this is a fundamental disagreement about
this
doing the
is.
right thing.
Mhm.
But she don't want anything to do with that right now. So she's out.
Mhm. Would you
All
want
right.
to natural medicine your wounds before going to bed?
She'd probably do some light work. I mean, she's had burns before. So she's gonna
Go ahead and roll a nature check then, because you have the ability to treat your own wounds with nature.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna roll
Wait,
really
that's
badly.
a thing? Is that a feat?
Yeah, with
I
natural
got a
medicine.
10.
Oh my god.
I know healing.
These are
They're bad. They got ice too on top of being
this is
really bad burns.
beyond being. This is your burns are horrible. You did get shot and stabbed a few times too,
Oh.
which
It
is not
happens.
great. You're at least able to staunch the bleeding, but yeah, the actually getting better is gonna
Yeah,
take
she
more
doesn't
time.
heal. She just
Will you
put some
let
kind of
me take a look,
pumice
please?
on her or something.
Oh, we had two clerics. Completely forgot there was another cleric.
She's on Bastion's side, so she won't stop Bastion if Bastion wants to help.
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
help. Yeah,
'Cause we had
I
a
don't
room
have
together.
any font of heal, but I'll try and treat your wounds.
Oh, she's immune to treat wounds right now for the next
That's
hour.
She is?
just battle medicine, right?
No, you just did a natural medicine on yourself. That's treat
Oh, I
wounds.
thought.
Alright.
Oh, you
I'm
get
gonna-
immunity to that too?
Yeah, it's treat wounds. You're
I
just
thought it
treating
was only
wounds
for,
with a different skill.
I thought I was only
I thought
That
treating
was-
wounds
it's
and
like 10
battle
minutes.
medicine had different.
yeah.
They do have
things.
different immunities, and she just treated wounds on herself.
But it's like 10 minutes or so, right? Or is it an
Yes.
hour?
It's an
so-
hour.
Okay.
It's an
I mean,
hour.
by the time I finished doing everything and wiping some kind of pumice on
Alright.
myself, I'm sure 10 minutes have passed.
If
'cause I'm
Bastion's awake for an additional hour, then yes, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if not, then I
Sure.
just
Okay,
sit
okay.
there.
Let's
and
say
paint.
that I'm awake for an extra hour
Okay.
and I try and treat her
assumed
wounds.
that Bastion was just collapsing as you said.
Oh
you
no,
were
I'm
going
just
to.
lying
So,
there fuming as
Okay.
she insists on trying to deal with this.
I
Okay.
apologize.
That's
My
a
apologies.
20.
I misunderstood. A 20. That is a success. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
Oh, okay, that's
Thank
That's
you.
8 points of
That's good.
healing.
I
All right.
appreciate it.
back to life.
It eases the pain a little bit.
Wait, are you still mortal?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Bloody, not
Bloody.
mortal.
Almost. I'm at
Okay.
12.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's that. With that, we are going to end the
With that.
session.
Yes, with that.
So how are we all feeling as players?
Oh my gosh.
It was
Okay.
exciting.
That was crazy.
That got a little insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely took a direction.
All right. Next lesson, guys. Don't split the party.
Hey, you guys stay behind.
Yeah, I totally thought it'd be like, you know what? Okay, here's the problem. I totally thought Cam was like throwing us a thing. We're like, okay, you know, you had a pretty intense combat last session. You know, be a more social encounter. You know, we did some shopping. No, Cam just tossed the friggin' encounter at us while we were trained.
We should know better at this point than to
I
trust
thought
We
him.
something
should, honestly.
shady-
Oh.
I thought something shady was going on, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam, why you must torture us like this?
Hey, you know, because funny.
Oh.
was fun.
Adds the drama.
I-
No. It adds the drama, right? Inter-party conflict, actual
And-
conflict. Oh man.
The worst part is you don't even have any of the ruffians to interrogate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
I
last
thought
one got
about-
liquefied on the floor while he was asleep.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
why I
my
kept going.
goodness.
You mean the one who's unconscious?
Yes.
You mean the one who's unconscious?
Yes,
Oh.
only kill.
Murder. No living, only
Yeah.
murder. It's alright. But yeah, so 7 civilians died. I just counted up.
Gosh.
Seven,
Yeah.
7 commoners
Morgrym
died.
is scarred.
That's their own fault.
And five commoners were saved.
Okay.
So
take those.
more
We
than
take
half of them
those.
died.
Look at
Five is-
that.
Okay,
Good
I
job,
thought that we only
guys.
saved 3,
That wasn't great.
so
But we
we had
tried.
a better success rate than I thought, but like not a good one.
No, but at least we tried. I mean, we can
Plus-
say we tried.
We did make a very, very intense attempt.
You did make a very
Yeah.
concerted effort. But also, in addition, the Gallanid Bank is now burning.
Yeah.
And all of the records were in the basement, as far as you could tell. That was the record storage. Plus, the fire got to the top. Gallanid doesn't have a bank anymore.
Debt free, everybody. Debt
Dun,
forgiveness.
dun, dun.
This is gonna
I don't
be
think that's how
bad.
that works.
No, it's not. But oh my goodness.
Yeah, none of that's great news.
We want to give a special shout out to our first member on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support, Jane. It really means the world.